What up, YouTube? Johnny Maggot here. And yeah, I'm about an hour late on my broadcast time. Um, it's time to play the Miami Dolphins. Currently the number 2 team in my division. Unless... Well, they might not be after this game, but... Damn! Jalen Ramsey. Not looking forward to that. Rodgers I could deal with. Fournette? Meh. I already had trouble with the running back last week. And... Yeah, I'm slacking on my intro, but it'll be a good one tonight for Hockey Gods. There, Jeff will do it. This is a very balanced team. Holy shit, a team that's not mine has a 90 speed linebacker. Alright. And that linebacker is faster than 4 of their 5 safety corners. Awesome. How good's that kicker power? 99, okay. So we're in for a battle. But it's a game I expect to win. Oh.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Mounties and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Love having Sua Cravens back.
Now a play fake here on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
There we go.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
That was a terrible throw.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and
yes,
make
you're
a
all trying
play.
to playbook has changed.
He looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one, and it's caught.
Nice catch,
Touchdown.
Ridley.
Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
Oh, this
And
could
when
be
you're
a
able
blowout.
to complete one like
Could
that,
be.
your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some
See
confidence.
what happens.
False start, offense.
All
They
right.
nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Right side complete. That's Woods.
There you go.
And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd and 10. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And
And a
Rodgers is
sack.
going to go down.
Sua
He's
Cravens.
sacked. Sua Cravens.
Ravens.
Able to drop
Whatever.
him for a loss of 4.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh,
And incomplete.
hit
The
stick.
contact made the
Again.
ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I want to see the replay on that one.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your
Oof.
hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
We're just thankful that the receiver is okay.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. But and this is going to wind up a safety.
What?
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
What?
Well, obviously, that is
penalty
declined.
Oh, you fell into the end zone, you dumbass.
What a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And now running right through it.
I knew I had to touch it because he botched
Out
it,
comes
but
the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
what the hell, man?
Things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Sua Cravens up to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for Dolphins first
Send a
down.
blitz.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
319.
They go play action here on first down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's
There
intercepted.
we go. It worked.
Picked off by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away, and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 112 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on it.
They'll set up to throw, and he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make some.
Under pressure,
and nothing's
he'll
open.
go down. Sacked back at the 31. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Lucky 56.
Let's see. Can I catch Ridley beating that safety?
Out of the
Yes,
gun.
I can.
Look to throw. He's going to fire one, and it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Aaron
close
Rodgers
one
and
against
the
the
offense
Ravens
heading
last
back
week.
onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterback,
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
All day, baby. All day.
There we go, Davis.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That's probably what they do now.
319.
On second down, here's Fournette.
There we
And
go.
they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And you got him by the
he's gonna
face mask,
be
didn't
brought
you?
down by the face mask. Here come the flags.
He was going down
This is gonna get
either
him a first
way.
down.
Personal foul.
What the hell?
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15
You
more for the
fucking
face
idiot.
mask.
Automatic first down.
Talk about a play that actually costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
319.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Inside.
Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss. Another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good
Almost
spot
picked.
on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
Nice.
But if there's a
That
time to
13-yard
force
punt.
it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start
Yeah,
than
let's go,
that,
rookie.
can you? I mean,
Let's
this is
get
the
you
way
another
you
touchdown
practice it.
pass.
This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire
And
one deep
misfire.
middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect.
It was open.
Now it's 3rd.
One of the
Just
toughest
missed
things
it.
about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they
And
said
there we
forget the
go.
Underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get because remember, he
Oh, crap.
slides when that Darius looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there. as
And I
his
left it up there
guys
way
will get
too
the
long for
football
Jalen
back.
Ramsey to cover 2 receivers at once.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 22 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Motion man. Watch 12. Watch. No. 319. Let's go. 319.
On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing over the middle,
There we go.
and it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. No. 319.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
All right.
Check 3.
Supposed to cover the running back.
I'm starting to
And
feel
he gets
for
to the
that
quarterback before the
back
quarterback
there.
can get to the check down. I love it.
Don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Drive
Now
goal.
comes
No
his
interception.
field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
Tight end right. Set. 319.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that
Ridley might be able
diagnosis
to beat that
and read
safety.
and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15.
It was a beautiful catch.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They're going to look to throw.
And that's my fault.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
That is 100% my fault. I should have read that there.
Back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
There we go.
And down he goes.
Both safeties have a sack this week,
The amount
too.
of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And I don't know if he made it out of
safety.
the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Safety is so rare.
Now
I have
comes
to place this
Calvin
game.
Ridley and the offense for their next drive. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a third person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now
That's definitely
second
the safest,
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one. But
safest play right
that's the
there.
exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Gone!
They'll look to throw. And
Yeah, that was a
incomplete
tough one.
there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that front. He'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle.
Yeah, you
And
know
he'll
what?
be taken down at the 46-yard line. They do get 9.
I really believe in my
Then we gotta
defense.
give a little tip
So
of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because
I will
they
go
tried
for
the
a fourth
crossing
down.
route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
You got him! You got him! You got him!
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry for Henry. Fighting him off. And this one goes nowhere.
Damn.
Losing yardage on
That's
the play
bad.
back at the 46. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". No,
Set
check,
play.
Patriot, Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Yeah, and quarterback is faster than your defensive line.
Finding room
So
inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20
and
at the
Kool-Aid
19.
Man got hurt. Damn.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off.
Almost a really nice catch by
Ended up
Ridley.
making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
And in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Hayward got hurt.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Back to throw here. Oh, he stays up. Forced out to his left. Dancing to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
There we go.
Breshad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
That looks like a prime Ben
passes.
Roethlisberger or something.
You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Yikes.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now back out comes the offense.
All right, got
And we'll see
48
how this is
seconds,
played.
one timeout.
Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Had the home run.
That one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
All right, got the first down.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Let's see what's there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3
seconds left.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll make it 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle.
Oh, he hasn't burnt. He hasn't burnt. Yes.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. So we've come to half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Gano out to kick this one away.
And touchback. Oh, wow. Not a touchback.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Yeah, probably a good drop.
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
4 down. Alert.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do believe in my
West Coast
defense.
offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They're going to try and throw. It's caught. Shepard.
Yeah, I
And
believe
he's
in my
got
receiver.
the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position
All right,
is now
the
becoming
burner
a
play.
volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard.
There we go.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
There we go.
This
Run
will
in
be
front of
caught
him.
at about the 5. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, man.
Under pressure now, and he's
Trying to get my
go
drive
down.
goal, and I fail.
Sacked back around the 8. Brian Orakpo able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep
And
it.
drive goal.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Off the crossbar.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game,
Waiting for you to
how
throw
about what
again.
we're seeing from the safeties? They are all
It's
over
gonna
the
happen.
field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a
Holding.
first down.
Offense.
Instead, it's
Yeah, I'm going
fourth.
to decline that. They're giving me the ball back.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up fourth.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here now the offense
goal,
heading
10
back
yards
out
rushing.
there. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just
Oh,
chucked it
bad
free.
throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he
Damn
will
it.
score. Touchdown, Miami.
Making some mistakes this game. Damn.
Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now
And
comes
60
the
seconds
offense
till
back on the
possession time.
field.
All right, here we go.
They begin with a run by Miller. Shedding the tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
What's working for us right here? We got to go on right this play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Look at the spin. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make
Here we
that
go
defense
now.
stand up
Green,
and stop
39.
him.
Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, I had a burner going down the field, down the right sideline, but couldn't release it in time.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football.
All right, now,
Led to a
lucky 56,
sack. And that's
lucky
really difficult to
56.
do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Back to throw. Flinches with a catch over the middle.
Oof.
And he'll be
Easy
brought
punches,
down at the
easy.
45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
One hard part
That's
yard.
a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts about interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's
Rodgers
getting.
with his 3rd completed pass of the game.
On the pitch and catch. Hard to believe his
Well,
first
50
catch of the game
count for 2 my
defensively.
team.
They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make
Almost
sure he gets a lot of
1/3 of my
angles.
team.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And this has been
Really?
a
They
familiar
actually ran
sight
it.
all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive.
Just get a
And
catch.
a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
Patriot!
And you get so locked into stopping them
Here we go now.
that you think,
Blue
okay, hey,
Lady.
look at that. We've held them
Blue
down.
Lady.
The best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema
here we go.
Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's
Oh,
gonna fire
bad
one
throw.
deep over the middle. So they took a shot
Oh,
on
no.
1st down, but couldn't connect.
Oh, no. No.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
No, no, no.
Now a handoff to Henry. Space to maneuver at the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
A really nice gain there. And he's corralled, but not before getting
And Henry's hurt too?
35. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back
my quarterback's
to
line up for the
Miami.
game. Okay.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got 4. We got 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, go,
Going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other
All right,
end.
let's go, Tebow. Oh, no.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
That's my
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This is caught.
There we
and
go.
They are going to score again.
And Shepard got hurt?
Yet
Come on.
another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
Lower
It is
back
definitely
strain for
this
Derrick
victory
Henry.
formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's
Yeah,
much
look
left
at
to
his
get
arm.
except for those.
Hopefully
who
it's just a
wanna run up the
bruise.
score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this
Hit him.
one, so they'll bring it out to
Okay,
the
take 15
25
yards.
on the touchback.
Upper arm bruise. Okay, that's not too bad.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup.
It's time to force an incomplete pass. It's time to force an
So the
interception again.
Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw is Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers again now. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. defense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15
game's
yards.
over.
And they're rolling. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Awesome. What an incomplete pass where
He
next to
started out
nothing
having some
happened when my guys
troubles
got
back
hurt.
in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
Good, you're only hurt for the game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
319.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. Gun!
Now a handoff to Miller. Oh, and a 360.
Jeez.
And he'll take this
Almost
one
score
up
another
close to about
touchdown.
the 45. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit! Gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Shepard. It's caught inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And
Yeah,
whistles,
if it was
and
the
they
user,
take
I'd
their
kneel it.
final timeout with 7 seconds left. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Ooh, always running up against computer,
Detroit!
against users. Don't be a dick.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Lucky 56!
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They've injured some of my guys, so good luck them. And that'll be it until later tonight when we do Hockey Gods. Have a good one, folks. Peace.